Good morning, my son. Last time, we have studied ancient Greek history and extracted two city-states, Athens and Sparta. Indeed, Greek was developing their city-states independently, and still each city-states was all the time having some conflict, battle, and never cooperate each other. However, visible fear was closed by them and they were forced to open their eyes to cooperate each other. Why? Because of Greco-Persian War. Last time, you told me that, after you have touched to study human history, you recognized, we are time to time, having endless conflict. Human history is history of war. Yes, unfortunately, it is true case. But, also we can learn from war many things because, war is something like mirror of human nature. It reflects characteristic of that country, people, nationality of them, culture, way of thinking. Same as your school society. Some students are very peaceful, but some is quite aggressive, some will easy to ask violent methods, some try not to have any physical conflict up to really last of the last moment. So, I hope, you can study two different races characteristic from this Greco-Persian War. Actually, Greek and Persia were quite contrast, although they were in same era. When you study history in school, sometimes textbook interactives conflict between Western and Eastern due to religion. That means Christianity and Islamic surroundings Mediterranean Sea. But, I think, this is wrong. Before Christianity and Islamic happen in this world, already they are in bad relationship. Persia occurred around 6th century BC, and at that moment, Greek also starts to develop their city-states. That means, almost same moment, they start to develop. But, the mechanism or system of Persia and Greek was totally different. Greek had developed city-states style, and although they are fighting each other, each city-states itself was enjoying their own freedom, independency. Except some city-states, they are democratic and not owned by king. Sparta picked up king system, but their king did not have so much power, and cannot control their government by his authority. Indeed, they have two kings in their city-states, and these kings alternatively in charge to manage Sparta. But, Persia was different. Although they have their own local provinces, eventually, Persia was controlled by only one single king. Therefore, he was king of king. Their territory was from Asia Minor for western side, and reached to Egypt for southern area, and eastern side was up to boundary with India. The kind of imperial must have endless desire to extend their territory. It is because the king does not like someone stays next to him. Especially, the third king, Achaemenid Empire, Darius I. Darius the Great, he did not hesitate to show his strong ambitions to monopoly, not only Asia Minor, but Balkan Peninsula as well. That means, he did not think that his territory of western boundary must be extended to up to Greek territory. First, Darius first conquer Sardis, and connect Sardis and Susa. Darius's palace was Susa, and they call this highway as Persian Royal Road, King's Way. It is around 1,700 miles, and they could travel from Susa to Sardis by only 7 days, although it is military marching. That means, Persian soldiers can reach from their home to Ionia, entrance of Greek by 7 days. Already it is an alarm for Greek people, but as you know, Greek will not be cooperative even under such circumstances. They separate two parties. 1. Optimistic. Persia will not have much curiosity on Greek. And 1. Suspicious. Persia must come to attack Greek. Even inside of Athens, they have two group, Persia will come, Persia will not come. But unfortunately for optimist, Persia attack Ionia area first. Persia request, water, and land. That means, asked them to be dependency of Persia. Dependency means, they have to be under domination of Persia, and have to pay tax, have to offer soldiers. Because Greek was divided by small city-states, they recognized even one small city-states against Great Persia, useless. Then they consider two big city-states in Greek have to cooperate, and each city-states must help them. This big two city-states were Athens and Sparta. But Sparta was very reluctant to join for this war. Because Sparta does not have so much interest to outside issue. Unless someone invade their territory, basically, Sparta won't touch the case. However, Athens was different. They are aggressive to develop their business to outside, and Aegean Sea was quite important commercial territory for them. Now, Persia is invading this territory, and it interrupts their trading business. In here, my boy, I want to tell you historical miracle. In the history, sometimes, right person will suddenly appear in right places at right time. I do not know why, but sometimes it happens, and it turns history with drastic momentum around. Material time in Athens, there was leader, Themistocles. He had perspective view. He knows Persian will not compromise with Greek, and also, Athens cannot rely on Sparta. Still that moment, so many people in Greek believes, Persia will not invade Greek. But, Themistocles clearly recognized Persia will come to monopoly whole Greek world. So, he should consider, how to countermeasure against Persia. Themistocles found one military partner. It was Miltiades. Military history has produced many geniuses, and Miltiades also absolutely one of them. Will you surprise, if I said, Alexander the Great also learned from him? Yes, he is inventor of military tactics, siege attack in the history. Anyway, Miltiades was born in Athens. But, when he was young, he moved to part of Turkey, Gallipoli Peninsula, when he was 34 years old, and managed there for over 20 years. During his life in Gallipoli Peninsula, time to time, he has to face a regional battle with Persian local army. So, he was quite familiar with the battle style of Persian army. Unfortunately, what Themistocles guessed was correct. 490 BC, Darius I, king of Persia, asked his army to conquer Greek world. Miltiades must give up his territory, I mean, Gallipoli Peninsula, and backed to Athens with his family group. Themistocles picked up him as core member of Athens, and eventually, he became supreme commander of Greek army. Of course, to fight with Persia, and it is Greco-Persian war first. This is famous Battle of Marathon, and it remains people's memory with word of marathon. Yes, that marathon. After Greek won the battle, one soldier run back to Athens to bring Evangelion of Athens, and afterwards, he dead by his hard running, 42.195 kilometers. Darius did few mistake before commence of this war. First, he did not join the war by himself. Because Greek is one of small area for Persia, Darius did not take it so seriously. Second, he did not add his cavalry so much. The style of Persian army is, mainly use their cavalry to attack opponent light infinity. Unlike Greek world, Persia has large field and easy to get horses, cavalry. This cavalry can shoot arrow even on the horseback, and it gave advance velocity, and offensive power. However, he asked only 1,000 cavalries for this war. So, Persian army could not utilize multi-formation attack in this battle of Marathon. Last, and biggest mistakes of Darius first was, he divided his army for two groups. Napoleon Bonaparte said, one common military commander is superior than two excellent military commanders. One group was 10,000 feet, and one group was 15,000 feet. And amazing, seems they did not communicate each other at all. It is incredible for military common sense. Persian 15,000 was there, when Athens 10,000 come up to Marathon Field. Actually, we do not know exactly when this battle was conducted. Because Herodotus, only one historian who described this battle in the book, did not tell. But presume it may be end of August to beginning of September. And few days, 4 to 5 days, both did not move. Athens was waiting for Sparta, because there was information that Sparta eventually decided to join this battle. Also, Persia side was waiting for another 10,000 to join. But Miltiades determined they have to start battle, cannot wait Sparta. Because he afraid Persian 10,000 is coming faster than Sparta. During this standoff, Miltiades recognized Persian army does not have sufficient cavalry unlike usual. And also, their soldiers are almost all, not heavy infantry, but light infantry. That means, they did not have enough protector like shield, leggers, knee protector, and chest protector. On the other hand, Athens' soldiers were fully ready for phalanx formation. In here, Miltiades invented one significant battle style. This style, later on, Alexander the Great, Hannibal Barca, Scipio Africanus, Julius Caesar, all these superheroes in military history copy and paste this method. In the military history, this method became one of epoch-making methods. This is siege attack. In the battle, it is massive mess, if they just fight each other. But, this ancient age, almost all battle was just facing front side soldier to have battle. One by one battle. One side soldiers, war, and another side soldiers also, war. In this case, volume of soldiers shall determine win, or lose. Became, it is simple math. Number game. However, Miltiades considered to surround, and wrap up their enemies. If multi-dimension attack has been done, people will be in a panic, and panic is most crucial trouble in the battle. And when soldiers be in panic, they will try to escape from battlefield. But, if it is in a siege, people will crash each other. It is simple, but for the time being, no one find out these methods. What Miltiades has done was, exactly this. Persian army produced very orthodox formation, center troop, right wing, and left wing. And put majority of soldiers on center troop. Miltiades asked his army upside down. Namely, thin central troop, but thick right and left wing. And asked them to slowly move forward up to effective range of Persian arrow group. After reached to effective range, asked all soldiers to run to front face. Their heavy protection protected them from arrows attack. Then, simultaneously, he asked right wing and left wing to extend their edge to outside. Also, Miltiades added up some technical instruction as well. Asked center troop to hit their front side first, and asked his troop to slowly move backward. Persian army took misunderstand they are predominantly and push Greek army more. Then, naturally, they produced, U-shape, and created situation for Greek army to cover Persian army more easily. Gradually, Greek army covered all over Persian army including their behind, and start massacre. If Persian army has sufficient cavalry, cavalry could move out from this siege, and they could sandwich Greek army. But unfortunately for Persian army, they did not have enough cavalry to do so, and when they recognized intention of Greek army, already too late to do something improve situation. Battle itself lasted just half days. 6,400 Persian soldiers were killed in there. And 192 Greek soldiers also dead. You can easy to see, Greek got very impressive victory. It was one regional battle. However, impact to ancient world was extremely big. Before, people say that Persia was strongest nation in the world, and people believed, no one can win for them. Also, number of soldiers, Persia was superior than Greek. So, Persian army itself very surprised, and upset. They rushed to run away, and back to their own territory immediately. After heard this information, Darius first gone crazy. But, right after this battle, Egypt stands up to against Persian dormancy, and, picking up this opportunity to start regional battle. To settle this riot, Darius first must spend his rest of energy, and eventually, he passed away just 4 years after the Battle of Marathon. When he dead, he asked his son, Xerxes first to do revenge, and Xerxes first promised to do so. On the other hand, Athens people gone crazy too, because Athens beaten Persian army. It was extremely amazing things for them, and Miltiades became hero of them. But, only one leader of Athens did not take it easy, and already predicts Persia shall return soon. His name was Themistocles. It goes to naval battle, the Battle of Salamis. But already I do not have enough space in here. I will explain about Salamis in next time.
As the journey continues.